Be aware.
I'm a little extra stupid.
Be aware so we all go completely silent.
Yeah, well, it's just didn't want anyone to say anything they were going to regret.
I'm taking a photo for threads.
I'm taking a little baby.
I was about to say something. I'm like, no, don't
Crib cams.
Do I
She's 6 years old. I still call it a crib cam,
do I
but
make this pop up?
it's
No.
needed on pneumonia days.
Yeah, it is.
That is fair.
I never had one of those things. Never once. I don't know why I thought I'd be fine, but.
I don't think I would have survived
window.
postpartum anxiety without one.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I would
love
never
on the
have
Twitch
slept.
layout. For some reason on the Twitch layout, Ethan and Cleo are just really big at the top.
They are. Well,
Oh,
that's,
yeah.
I can't make
It's me big
Riverside
at the
make
top.
everyone's
They
box
should
the
be.
same.
Look at-
So the best I could do is just kind of
We're just
arrange
big box
people.
We have exactly 8. Why won't they
Y'all
be
got,
the same?
y'all got big box energy.
Because-
you know, I don't know. It might
Yeah.
be the way that I have it,
I
the way that I have it at the size.
Big
Of it.
booty
I don't like
energy.
that.
But whatever. You guys are
It's posting that we're going live.
featured at the top.
Hello.
I like it.
Featured.
I will find a link and put it
I got
I
I got sent something. I almost, by the way, just tagged the wrong Twitch. That would have been funny. I got this like little cloud guy up there today next to that Mothman.
I love
Yeah.
Mothman.
I love the Mothman. Look at him.
Was he always
And-
there?
Mothman? Yeah, he didn't have bunny ears. He's been up there for a while.
Nice,
Hey.
nice, nice.
The bunny
bunny
ears
ears on the
are
costume.
since the bunny
but
ears. I think were when we did the
From,
yeah,
the
from
other
the
day.
show.
Fook.
But I got a call from a florist that apparently was delivering it, and they're like, "Hey, we're supposed to bring this to you, but we don't have the one we were supposed to bring, the happy cloud. So we're gonna bring you the sad, stormy cloud." And I was like, "Well, seasonal depression
Okay.
is hitting good. So you have picked the right day for this."
Y'all,
you
it's supposed to
motherfuckers."
snow on Sunday, and I'm pissed.
What the fuck?
I know!
Canada.
I love
Welcome
snow.
to Canada.
No,
Canada.
it's not. You're
It
kidding.
Oh,
is.
Canada. It's
I could
they
drive in it.
have called for just sprinkles of it. This
I will say
weekend.
we're
I'm
down
gonna
here.
be
We're
in
supposed to be
Vancouver,
hitting a heavy cold front this week.
Oh,
so-
it's gonna be 92 or something in where I live this weekend or early
Fucking
next
Oh,
Christ.
Zach.
33
We're
degrees.
You
in
couldn't
the
put me
50s
back
and
in the
60s.
South. You couldn't pay me money to go back in the South, baby. Ain't no fucking way.
Dude, I would love that. 92 is perfect.
We're in the low
No.
70s.
92
half
We're a
sounds
fucking
high.
lizard if you like 92.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I'm very much a
Get yourself a
cold-blooded
goddamn
person.
heating rock and leave the rest of us alone.
I would
I
live.
want some blankies.
Are you telling him to go to hell?
Yes.
It's my favorite thing about working in a
Go get
sound
hot
booth
rock.
is
long as
that
it's a dry
it just
heat.
bakes in here, and it's
See,
like, oh, thank you. I
Zach,
step
where
out and
you
I'm
are-
I
like,
have to wear
"Oh, it's
mittens
70
in mine.
degrees out here. It's so cold.
Cold in mine.
The hottest it's
Mine's
gonna
actually
get
like a perfect
here-
temperature right now.
Okay,
The,
Sarah.
the hottest it's gonna get here this
Shockingly, I
week-
I'm
usually get
happy
too
for
hot
you.
or too cold. It's
I'm
perfect
very
in here
happy
right now.
for you.
the hottest it's gonna get here, Zach, is
Hi,
where I am
stream.
is 76. So this week.
Are you
Love,
like
fantastic.
SoCalish? Or
Me?
just,
Yeah, yeah.
like Arizona?
No, I'm the
Okay.
part of SoCal that's very much like Arizona.
I have a friend in
You are.
San Dimas, and he's always complaining about,
Oh.
not complaining, but like it's always hot. I'm like, it's 45 degrees this morning. He's like, it's still 94 here. What? in the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah.
I just
That
loved
thing-
when I lived in LA
These are all
that
fake
when it would hit
numbers.
50, people would bring their down jackets out, and I was like, guys,
Bibbies.
it is
This is like
not
that in
cold enough
Texas.
for that jacket.
Yeah.
It's been in the 50s this week, and I love it. So
Yeah.
happy finally.
I think late
like
November,
Cold.
early.
Okay, let's stop talking about the
December
weather.
is
Let's
when
talk
I'm
about
getting
D&D.
I tell you,
Hey.
middle age.
You know, we order of business stuff. We didn't actually talk about any announcements we might have. So cut me off if we have some for today, or maybe do it during your segment. Be thinking about your, fun facts and everything. But I realized we didn't talk about any announcements we have. We do have some content coming to the Patreon. I'm sorry, it is my fault, but it's delayed. We also, thanks to our amazing editor Mealy, will have 2 episodes go up on Patreon this week, and we will have them. Episode 10 will go live on Sunday at midnight, which is Monday morning technically. So that will all start. We'll start having episodes again. Hooray!
Episode.
But the pre-release episodes will go up on Patreon, so you will, if you want to hear them early without having to, and you can listen to Patreon episodes on Spotify if you don't want to have to
Have the thingy.
deal with the app of having Patreon. You can just have Patreon access your Spotify, and you can listen to them on there like a normal podcast. Those will be a little unedited, so they may have like rough bits and bobs. They won't have music. Yeah, it'll be kind of like whatever, but it'll, that way you can listen to it early if you prefer the listen version. So, with that in mind, hi everyone. I'm Ethan Gray, your Dungeon Master. Welcome to Punch and Roll for Initiative, a nerdy and dirty D&D podcast made up of audiobook narrators. And I'm so excited to play with a full cast. It's been a while since we've done that. So I'm going to go around the horn, introduce everybody. If you got any projects you want to talk about, please do. I have some really cool books coming out. I'll announce those in other places when they happen. I'll tell you when that is. Cleo, you're up first.
Hello, I am Cleo Birch, voice actor and narrator. And yeah, biggest thing for me happening currently is the very first episode of Moxie Monroe Private Eye, which is a audio drama noir style mixed with fantasy. The first episode is coming out tomorrow. So I am Moxie Monroe. It's such a good group of people running this, and as the episode goes live tomorrow, there's also like a crowdfunding. It's not a is it Kickstarter? I will link what it is, but it is akin to at least a Kickstarter, to help fund the other episodes, because this is a project that pays its people, and it's it's just been an absolute blast working with everyone. A lot of creative and very talented people on it, and I'm very excited to show it. And it comes out tomorrow, like I said, and you can find it wherever you get your podcasts. So yeah, go check that out. I'm really proud of it. It's gonna be really good. I don't have a fact for Iris at the moment, but I play Iris McGuigan, the grandma of the group, and you're just gonna have to circle back to me for a fact. Sit and be chummy with other people of her age instead of like helping run a business and being kind of like the leader of something. She was fully just on par with folks around, and I think she only in her older years was kind of like one of like the hot mean girls of the retirement home, essentially, that she was in. She and her girls were just, would take no shit, were taking names, and it might not have been good for everyone else, but
Regina Georgian it up.
She was the hot bitch. But only in her older years. We'll say that.
I love that. That's so good. Up next is Aaron.
Hello, everyone. So I am Aaron. I play Redfold. And so what's going on for me is currently working on an epic fantasy tale with my wife as the female voice in that, which is fun to work on in that fashion. The next... But we don't know, that'll be out in a couple months. But the next big thing is, if you happen to be in the Vegas area in March, you can attend Dice Tower West and come and say hi to me, where I will be flogging my wares in Vegas. And, fun fact about Redfold. Redfold was raised amongst his tribe, a group of Goliaths, and it's very much a family community that they have there, and everyone takes care of everyone, and there's always food for you available, such that for the first little while, Redfold wasn't quite sure which of the other younglings in the tribe were his family. It got confusing.
I love that. Up next is Rhodey.
Sorry, I'm dealing with technical difficulties.
You're
Hi, I'm Rhodey. I am an audiobook narrator, voice actor, and an audio engineer. I just finished editing, hopefully, fingers crossed. I haven't got the final confirmation, but I've turned in all the files. An audiobook for that Tegan is the main narrator for. So hopefully that's complete, and then that will be going out soon. Can we say what the name of that is? I don't know.
I don't know. You talk more than I do.
Yeah, but you're the
My
narrator.
job's been
Anyway,
done for months.
yeah, I'll say it's called Cloud9. So, but I'll confirm when it actually goes out if you guys want to check it out. But yeah,
Choose.
yeah, and so anyway, that is going on, and then I've got some VO projects that I've got coming out hopefully soon for Christmas season, because working with Audio Mazes, I got one with them. But yeah, and I play Raz, former son of
Son of
Raziel.
How dare
Son
you.
of formerly.
You're
Son
you're
of
not.
the late.
You're still
son
a
of the
son.
late.
He just is. Yeah.
Formerly the son of Azrael. But anyway, yeah. But yeah, so that's my fun fact. There you go. Okay.
Hey, quick question.
I'm trying to
Ethan?
figure out. My internet thing is messing up right now.
It's
so-
not you. Alchemy is down. I'm working
I
on it.
thought. Okay, I thought so. Oh,
I
another
pinged
quick
their
question though,
devs
Ethan.
'cause their team is pretty small. So.
Are we recording on
Mhm.
Riverside?
Oh my
No.
god.
No.
We're not.
So that means people on stream got exclusive.
Hey, stream
Also,
people.
to interrupt as well, does it look like, did I understand Twitch right when we are currently being raided? Do we need to
does
go
this
to
mean?
war?
Are we? Oh,
Shiny Mythos has raided us with a party of eight.
It's a good thing.
Hiya!
It's a good thing.
Hi,
in this
Shiny.
case.
How are you? Oh my fucking god.
Enjoy that.
All right. Well,
Anyway,
hey,
it's like-
hi, stream. Here's the
Hello.
thing: we didn't record this, and to not ruin Mealy's entire life, we're gonna redo our intro.
So
Not
if you
our
just
fun-
joined,
We'll just reintroduce our characters, but if you want to
We'll
say
do the brief
something
version of
fast
each
right
thing.
now, yeah, we'll do
Yeah.
a fast version.
Our
Fuck
pronouns
me.
are hot and mess.
I'm a fucking
As
mess
always.
right now. I swear to God. Am I the only one who can record it? Is that the reason? Because it
Yeah,
was
I don't
me?
think I.
Fuck.
Yeah, because I think you're signed into the
It's me.
to the
Am I
actual
the
Punch and Roll
problem?
account.
it's me.
It's me. I'm the problem. Okay.
All
yeah.
right.
Fuck me. All right. Hi everyone. Welcome to Punch and Roll for Initiative, a nerdy and dirty D&D podcast made up of audiobook narrators. And my name is Ethan Gray, and this is take 2 because I fucked up the first one, didn't click record. Hi everyone, welcome to the podcast and the show. I'm gonna go around the horn and introduce people again, but you didn't hear the first one, so you're welcome. Up first, we have Cleo.
Hello, I'm Cleo Birch, voice actor and narrator. I'll keep it quicker this time. I am working on a project called Moxie Monroe Private Eye. The first episode airs tomorrow. It is a noir style fantasy audio drama. I'm very, very proud of it, and it's a great group of people. I am one of the main characters in it, and tomorrow, along with the first episode, the crowdfunding will also drop. And so if you're interested in seeing more of the episodes and hearing more of our voices, maybe go check that out. And you can find it wherever you get podcasts. I play Iris McGugan, and for shits, I'm just gonna change the fun fact that I said about Iris.
Stream exclusive, everyone. If you don't watch our streams, you don't get to hear that.
You don't get to hear the first one, but this one is Iris definitely always has jewelry on her, and like she's a monk, she's fighting, so like the rings that are on her hands, they're never coming off because she's definitely got arthritis. Her knuckles, like she can't get them off, so the rings are just a part of
She's got
her
boxes
now.
knuckles.
You've got that like
And-
skin has grown into the.
Not anything uncomfortable, like just like it can move, it just can't get over the knuckle because she's a little arthritic, maybe a lot arthritic, and I feel like it packs a little extra punch whenever she hits. And she's also earrings and necklace all the time. Like the whole women's safety of like don't wear dangly stuff when doing dangerous things. She's like, fuck that shit. She's too old to care.
I love the idea now of every time you punch somebody, it's just like ching ching ching, punch ching ching ching, just like your bracelet.
If she's hitting armor, yeah. I feel like
so good.
she doesn't wear anything on her wrist, but like earrings, necklace, and rings, she's got on lock all the time.
Leaving small imprints into their faces.
Yeah.
Shit.
I almost said a very
Brass knuckles
specific
too.
Ace Ventura reference, which I don't think would
Fucking
play.
do it.
I mean,
there's a bit in the first Ace Ventura where he gets punched in the face to count the number of gems from a ring, and it just
Yeah.
feels like
I
somebody's
remember
gonna be
that
able to
one,
go
Pet
to a town
Detective,
guard
and
and
it
be
was
like,
the-
yeah,
Yeah,
somebody's
it
gonna
was
go
the
to a
Pet
town
Detective
guard
with
and be
the,
like, look, she hit me. See? Look at her hands.
And then she's just like, "Yeah, check it."
All right. Well, up next is Aaron. Hi, Aaron.
Hello. I am Aaron, and I am the voice of Epic Fantasy Tales. Currently working on one, and if you want to, you can come and see me at Dice Tower West in March, in Vegas, where I will be selling my goods to the lovely folk down there. Fun fact about Redvold, and keeping it brief this time, is that he was raised in such a family-oriented and family-like tribe situation that he got confused as to who were his siblings and cousins, because everyone just lived with everyone.
Tricky.
That
In other
brings us
words,
to Rhodey.
Aaron's father's cousin is his aunt. Not Aaron Redvold, but to reference that. I don't think anyone's going to get right now.
All right. I'm Rhodey. I am a voice actor, audiobook narrator, and an audio engineer. Like I said before when we didn't record, I just hopefully completed a audiobook that Tegan is the lead narrator for called Cloud 9. So that should be coming out soon. And hopefully I'll have a project coming out soon with Audio Mazes where I am one of the lead narrators for a Christmas-themed rom-com style story. It was really cute, actually. I had a lot of fun with it. And I play Raz. And as we said, I formerly was incorrect, and now I will correct it. The son of the late Azrael. So that's my fun fact, is that I'm basically going to be an orphan after this game. So we'll see.
What you gotta do
He's
with your
forgotten his
mom?
father's name. His dad's name is Adriel, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Azrael.
Azrael is the...
No, Adriel with a D.
No, I know. Azrael is the
I
god
don't know
of...
either.
Or
I
is
thought
the
it was
angel of
always
death.
Azrael.
And so... I did actually have this discussion with my father in real life about how... realizing how Ethan took this twist that I wasn't aware of, and I loved it. I was like, I had intentionally not named him Azrael because he was the angel of death. And then when you made them dark, like, angels, I was like, dude, that would have been the coolest little, like, teaser of, like, no, he's actually, like, a dark creature. I was like,
I mean, if you think about it, if you combine you and your father's name, Raziel and Adriel makes Azrael. So
well,
you
and that was
basically,
the
like,
thing,
did-
is I wanted originally for it to be Azrael because it was similar to Raz. Yeah, but it was fine. It was cool.
Sarah, you're up next.
hi, I'm Sarah Dawn. Nothing to announce at the moment. Mostly focusing on mental, take care of yourself, folks. I play Beatty, BDSM. Fun fact for Beatty is that she had a pet chicken as a kid. His name was Cluck. Followed her everywhere until finally one day he crossed the road for the last time, and then her parents ate him for dinner, and that fueled a lot of the rage that she put into her fighting while she was growing up.
That's a lot of PTSD, girl.
Yeah,
I love a rogue with a dark background.
right? Don't we just?
Traumatic backstory. They ate my chicken.
They ate my pet chicken.
Marie, you're up next.
Hi, I'm Marie Mitchell. I read books out loud, and sometimes webtoons, and sometimes local commercials, and sometimes I read newspapers for the blind. So hire me, damn it. I'm cool.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of being cool, it's currently November 7th, and my most recent audiobook, The Trouble with Love and Coaches, came out yesterday. I'm very excited about it. So if you like bantery, sports-ish rom-coms with a few chili peppers worth of spice, go get that and support our indie authors. And finally, I play Kaida Thorne, and this fun fact will not come as a surprise, but she hides snacks in her armor.
Hell
Crumbs
yeah.
are inevitable.
Okay. Up
So you
next
get
is
Ames.
Zach.
I'm Zach. Boy, this might be a very nice delay for me there. I'm Zach Rosenfeld. I am an audiobook narrator and voice actor. I don't know if I have any like project updates since the last time we did one of these. I'm working on the sequel to the Harem Lit thing that came out a little while ago. I think I probably announced that one had come out the last time. I play Beryl Steelhammer, and a fun fact about Beryl is that the first birthday of his that was like celebrated in his household was his 45th after the war ended, and that entailed a pat on the back from his dad, a kiss on the cheek from his mom, and a lunch break from the forge, during which he was tasked with going out and bringing lunch back for everybody.
Oh, Beryl.
The children long for the mines. It's fine.
The 45-year-old children.
Tegan, you're up next.
Child. Well,
Yeah.
45 for him. That's like a teenager.
Swimming.
Yeah, it's a young man.
Hello, my name is Tegan Burke. I am also an audiobook narrator. As said before, I've been working on a project with Rhodey, but coming out on the 20th of November, I have a project called Beyond Tomorrow by Tammy Weiss that I worked on with Carlos Case. So you should definitely check that out because it was a lot of fun, especially if you like post-apocalyptic kind of mutant power kind of teen situation, and it's really cool. It was really, really fun to work on, and we are probably going to be working on book 2 in the new year. So that's fun. But I play Emanaya, also called Emmy Demira, because everybody is working so hard to make sure they say her name right ever since it was pointed out. But Emmy's fun fact is that when she was younger, the one time Mrs. Barden was called to the school was when her younger sister was picked on by some kids because she and her sisters are adopted, and they were picking on her because they kept telling her that no one loved her and was making her cry. And so Mrs. Barden got called to the school because apparently pushing kids into the mud and holding them down is heavily frowned upon. So to teach them a lesson, because you don't mess with my sisters. So, and then, yes, that was... So apparently you don't mess with the Emmy sisters. Just ask Raz's dad.
Okay. Well, let's jump into the game with that in mind. A quick announcement. The platform that we normally use to play on Alchemy has an API outage, which means that the game is currently out. It may come up mid-session. If it does, we'll turn it on. But for at least part of this game, we will be doing Theater of the Mind. That also means you may not be able to roll dice. So you may all take a shot and see if you can roll dice. And if not, either pull up Google can roll dice, or you can just grab physical dice. I trust all of you. I don't need to see your results.
Are
I
we
trust
able to still see our character sheets?
you. You should be able to see your character
I
sheet.
don't have
You just
access
can't
to my
see the
character
map.
sheet stuff on there at all. I can't access any of my character sheet stuff.
I do.
Let's
I have
see.
Roll20 open.
I can
so-
see all of y'all's stuff.
I have...
Mine just says reconnecting.
yeah, mine. That's
If you
what mine
refresh the
says.
page, the only thing that shouldn't work is the maps and potentially the rolling. But anything that's logged, like your character sheet, should still be there. I can see everybody's character sheets.
None of it works for me, but I have a PDF
Oh yeah,
of
Zach,
my
you just
sheet.
you press X at it. Oh no, mine's not.
Yeah. I have a PDF of my
I
sheet.
can
I
s-
can
I
I can
can-
roll
I
dice
can-
and add numbers.
Real quick, just because this might help, hold down Control and hit refresh. That'll clear your cache, and that may fix it. That is likely the best way to ensure you can see your character sheet. But if not, we're going to be playing kind of fast and loose here tonight.
That's
I'm sorry.
fine. I know what class I am. That's all I
I
need.
can
I've
look
used,
up my
I have
stuff.
27 HP. I've used 2 key points. That's all I need.
Okay.
This is fine.
With that in mind, a lot is happening in the world you were in, but we're going to zoom out really quick, and we're going to fly over to Last Wall, the college surrounding pilgrimage, and somewhere in an old classroom, the lore master is sitting down to teach his only class of the day, and he is showing a map what appears to be like a celestial map on a like projected screen that he's developed. And he's teaching the class, and he's like half the class is asleep. You can, as you're, this theater of the mind thing is happening. There's like maybe one kid paying attention who's like furiously scribbling notes, but everyone else is just like, oh my god, this guy. And he's sitting over there and he says, "It is believed that at one time the plane we currently exist on may have predated the god's creation of the convergence. There is some theory, brought to you by yours truly, based on much research and archaeological discovery, that this plane existed prior. And one of the foundational beliefs in which we have based around this is that we have found the Firestone. The Firestone which powers Hollowfield has been a foundational archaeological belief of relation to the gem dwarves, the gems that power our ships and aircrafts and many of our cities. And we believe it may predate the convergence itself. And if so, are there others that could exist within this plane?" And he's continuing to go, and even the kid who's like scribbling is starting to slow down and like starting to kind of pass out. And we zoom back in on Luxus, the city that you're in. In the celestial palace that you are all standing within in the hall, on the floor is the now body of Adriel, who no longer has wings. All of you are watching as Raziel's wings are forming out of this like shadow and ash. Emmy is collapsed on her knees from exhaustion, from overexertion, as this spell has just ripped its way through her, and she's watched as the marks on her hand have vanished. You see all around our party, there is this massive wall of crystal and ice forming around into a huge globe around the central part of this city. And you hear these creatures that are outside running around, like scrambling, some of them crashing and dying, some of them drowning in this water, some of them freezing. You just hear screams of triumph and anger and fear and combat. But we're going to go below the city, below the ice, below the scene that's happening in this kind of main hallway of this palace, where this tragedy has just taken place. And we're going to zoom in on Beatty. Beatty, you are holding Henry. And as you are holding Henry, you are watching as this funneled light, this darkness, pervading out of this like portal that's on the ground, is shooting up through the ceiling, through this open skylight that she has opened. And you see this woman standing before you who has formed out of her own body these long, spindly legs, these massive white wings. And down her body, you start to watch as this carapace starts to form. Her body starts to segment into different parts. And at each segment, it cracks open and you see an eyeball sitting on each individual section as her body opens. And you see an eye in her chest, and an eye in her stomach, and an eye at her waist, and then eyes begin to open around the top of her head as she looks at you and smiles wider than any human being or any humanoid you've ever seen is capable of smiling. And she looks at you, smiling this broad smile, and says, "It's a good thing you were here." Beatty, what do you want to do?
That's a really good question.
Way to invite her back in.
Good God.
You were to set the scene a little bit further, you were in her like office space, which she has this very rustic appearing home, but then inside this back area was like a metallic office like situation that had like almost like modern looking lights within them, but they were powered by some kind of magic. And she was able to form this portal from some kind of sacrifice she was doing. And behind you, with the door open, stands a few of the people who don't seem to know what's going on because you're like in the doorway. But she is looking at you from about 15, 20 feet away and just smiling as she's being lifted in the air by these spindly legs that are taking her off the ground.
I don't want to be in the same room as her.
Okay.
I think just as a quick, I think I'm going to use Misty Step and just
Okay.
go full 30 feet back towards everybody else.
I'm gonna say that I think normally you can't take people with you, but we're gonna say Henry's going with you.
I'm
'Cause it'd be weird if he
carrying him.
didn't.
I'm
It'd be
carrying
real weird
gear.
if he didn't go with you.
He's just
so
gear.
he's coming
Exactly.
too. Yeah, he's coming too. So Henry and you, how far back do you go?
Is it 30 feet?
Yeah, I
That's
think
where you
so.
can go? Yeah, so full 30 feet. I
Okay.
guess.
You teleport backward, and as soon as you do, you see her countenance. Her face doesn't change, but her body language adjusts as you see her like whole form lower back down to where her legs are touching the ground, and she begins to move toward you at a really fast rate. As you teleport into the room, you see Tarvin is trying to make he's still trying to make his coffee the way he wants it. And so he's like over there looking through her spices and stuff, and he's like, I don't like this.
fucking
And he sees you
guy.
pop into the room, and he looks over at you, and he's like, hey, what's going on?
Are you serious right now? You missed. Fuck you.
As you say fuck you, she like slams into the doorway. You see these four large spider-like legs wrap around the inside of the door and pull the front of her body through. Her newly formed like insectoid like bird like wings are trying to like push through the door, and she barely fits. And it's at that moment that Scarlett looks up and goes, oh fuck. And they all start to like immediately run. Red takes off behind Scarlett trying to guard her. Pick is already out the door. She was smoking next to the door, and she goes and just like is gone. And Tarvin looks at you and then looks at her, and he's just shocked. He doesn't know what to do.
And here I thought today was the day that Raz was about to become an orphan. Still early.
It's still not
Jeez,
gonna
I
fix the
mean-
mommy issue.
No.
It's true. Those are baked in.
I'm not fighting because I'm holding Henry, so I'll draw my short sword so I have it out just in case, but I'm running.
Okay. With your 30 feet from before, you're like maybe 10, 15 feet from the doorway. So you can pretty easily make it to the doorway as she's kind of like crashing through. The problem is that is going to leave Tarvin on the opposite side of you and her. I'm just letting you know that that's a problem, not necessarily that it's your problem. As you go out the doorway, she slams through it, pushing through. That big smile seemingly is not leaving her face, and you begin to realize now that there's more light on it because the office was so dark, that it has formed into a chitinous kind of mouth, and her mouth is segmented backward, so that her jaw is actually back here at the back of her mouth. And her teeth, the reason you're seeing her smile is because she doesn't have lips anymore. She has a chitinous like form around the front of her face, and so her teeth are pulled up and sharply like dangling in front of her mouth, and she can't
they are.
close her mouth.
Naturally.
You were seeing, I wish I could show you the image too, but I can't. But she pulls herself through, slams through the doorway, and it's at that point Tarvin realizes what's going on, and it's a little bit too late for him to have realized what's happening, but everyone is sprinting. As you run out, if you remember, there's this like massive tree that kind of overlaid this hidden cave system that she was hidden back into. So as you like crash out, you run into Pick and Scarlett and Red, and you can hear noises behind you, but you can no longer see Tarvin. What are you doing with the three of them? They're all panicked. They don't seem to know what to do.
I fear Tarvin may have to be a possible sacrifice. I don't see where
payback
she's
for
gonna
ditching
just.
them in the well.
I'm like, I don't know why.
It'll make Iris's fucking day.
You know,
Poor guy.
Maybe
If
he
he
can like
dies,
talk
he
himself
dies.
out of it and be like her personal like assistant. I don't know, but he can figure himself now. I gotta go with the greater amount of people here and the baby.
And the baby. Fair enough. Okay. You're about, as we've mentioned, like a mile away from the boat. You're directly underneath the island above you, but you're about a little less than a mile away from the boat. Everyone is kind of just like looking around for direction. I wanted to ask, like, what's going through your head? Where are you planning to go?
I want to try to go back to my boat.
Okay. As you start taking off toward the boat, you begin to see Pick, like, her body is, the bottom half of her body is strangely changing. You're watching her legs, like, start to lift up and like move fluidly in the air in a strange way, and you watch as she starts to, like, almost looking like a part tornado, part bird person. She is like changing, and she's looking over at all of you like, I don't know what the fuck is happening. But she is like becoming a, much like the other scions, becoming a wind elemental. As she is like forming into a wind-like creature, she's able to move much faster, and starts to realize this as she looks at you and the baby, and whips around as almost like this wind like bird creature, whips around, scoops you up, and she can move 90 feet around now. So she scoops you up on her and takes off, leaving Scarlet and Red behind. The two of them are booking it as fast as they can go, and eventually you do hear like clamoring behind you, as it sounds like they may be having to deal with whatever is happening back there. But you were able to move pretty quickly away from that situation.
It's fine. They're skilled. They got it. It's right. It's fine.
We'll talk about what happens as you get to your boat in a minute. We're going to jump back up to this kind of procedural ceremonial hall that all of you are in.
Question.
Yes,
From
please.
below, because there's ice and water freezing from the island, would they hear like the sound of like glacial cracking and stuff below?
As you are coming out, I mean, the entire island is being encompassed. I don't mean the entire like bottom half of it. There's an island that you guys are on within this floating island in the sky. So the island that's being encompassed is just the part where the crystal is. Mayhem can't control enough water to make the entire flood that you know of. As you come into the room, I mean, at this point, Charlotte is just like gone. She is in shock. She is lost, falling in a sea of her own like fear and thoughts and grief. She has cast every healing spell she has on him, including Revivify and trying to bring him back, and she has failed at every turn, and she is just shock, blood, panic, sitting there holding his now open like chest up to her as she like begs him to come back.
Iris is
The
just
room.
gonna go and just be with her and hold her.
Yeah. As you wrap around her, she like pulls you close. You can see in her eyes, like her eyes are just wide, shocked, lost. She's having trouble staying in this moment. You look in the distance, and the ice crystal is now the blue crystal rather is very much like translucent and less opaque. It is, you can now see Mayhem on the inside of it, as the crystal almost looks like the surface of it is made out of water, and you can see her like slowly spinning around on the inside, like doing these intricate movements, and as she is, you're seeing her actually form this massive like crystalline ball around the place. You also hear the Legionnaires outside, who have been kind of holding the line against the bugs, who are now beginning to walk toward you, because most of the bug-like creatures have either frozen, been hit by this water, drowned, or largely have been affected by this. Most of them didn't have enough hit points to really survive like this amount of damage that happened to them. But they are walking in toward the scene that you're in now.
And I'm still on my knees with like holding onto my sister's arm to basically whatever is happening between us to keep her going, doing what she needs to do.
Yeah. Raz, you were able to see a very thin black line strand that exists between yourself and Emmy, and one between yourself and Mayhem. as well. And then you see one between Mayhem and Emmy as well.
So it's an actual triangle of lines, huh? We're all connected?
Yes.
Okay.
Question like this is something I obviously wouldn't know, but would he be able to see one connecting him to Pick off in the distance? Too far?
It's too far. Okay. It's almost like imagine Rhodey like a line of smoke. Like it almost looks like a twisting like smoke line coming off of a pipe or something that leads over to Emmy, and every movement she makes, it moves a little bit to connect you to her. And you see a similar one between her and Mayhem and you and Mayhem, as all three of you are connected in some strange way.
Okay.
And you very obviously hear the sounds of these legionnaires coming down the hallway. You hear screaming as they're saying things like, "Defensive positions, move! Get over there! We need to find out what's going on! Is this that protocol? What are we supposed to do?" And you hear like all of them kind of like shouting at each other, running down the hallway. So Raz, I want to go with you first. What are you doing?
Well, this is literally just after the new wings have formed, correct? And like
You
they're
just
black
you
wings.
just experienced your father's memories. Your
Right.
wings are literally forming along your back now. And yeah, you were just flooded with all of these thoughts.
And it's very obvious. I mean, besides the memories, physically he looks very dead, right? His dad.
He has a big hole right
That's what I
in the
thought.
middle.
I just wanted to remind everyone in case.
He
You
has
can
a-
survive
he has a
without that,
hole,
right?
To where
Tis
you
but a
can't-
scratch.
his body was having trouble holding together, is what I mentioned before. He took
Yeah.
almost 200 points of damage. By the way, the system is back up, so you guys.
Yeah, I was
can
about to
use
say, I
those.
think we just got Riverside,
well.
not Riverside, Alchemy back.
Yeah, so let me jump you guys back up to the map.
I was scrolling up through the rolls to try and find my proficiencies to write them down separately.
Probably wise for us to like print our sheets or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, what are
Wisdom
you doing?
really
You
shitty.
guys are all kind of in this main hallway. You can see this map. There's just blood everywhere outside of this. You can kind of see the carnage, but there's a battalion of a first headed straight for you.
Yeah, I think Raz is gonna. I think instinct is gonna kick in a little bit of having the attitude of, kind of his father, especially with the memories now too. I think he's gonna go to the door. You said that they're behind a door, right?
They're coming up to imagine it like a large hallway, like kind of a. We've mentioned kind of like some Roman type of influence, like large
Right.
like archways and kind of like almost like a
But it's
blend
an
of
open
Elven
hallway
and-
into the space.
Yeah, it's open.
Okay,
There's
okay.
no. The only door was at the very front of this place, which you guys aren't really that close to. So, yeah, there's a large archway that leads into here.
I think he's going to, if the archway is like where I'm pinging, I'm
It's
gonna.
right here.
Yeah, okay. I think Raz is gonna just turn around and deal with the situation authoritatively, where he's gonna kind of look down at his father, understand that he needs to deal with this first to keep things under control, and he's gonna move kind of visibly into the hallway entrance and wings out, like no question who he is, what he is. And he's gonna wait until he gets a bit of a reaction so that they notice him. And then Raz is just gonna be like, I need everyone under control. I need you to calm down. But this is serious. And then he's gonna rally him in if he can.
You see, coming toward you, the older legionnaire that I mentioned, the one who was the most resistant to your father's change,
Yeah.
and probably the most dogmatic one that you've met before. A very large first member with like a huge scar down one of his eyes. All of them. The first thing that you notice is all of them have black wings. All of them. All their wings are black, which they are all like clearly confused by. You see several of the few of them are like looking at each other like, what the hell is this? But the legionnaire doesn't seem bothered by this at all. He just walks straight up to you and he's like, all right, Raz, what are we doing here? Where's your father?
The king has fallen. We have something serious, more time sensitive we need to worry about. We can deal with this later.
As you say king, he looks at you with like an air of one of his eyebrows goes up really high. He's like, okay. What's the situation we need to deal with?
He would recap kind of the situation with the ice girl and then the monsters. Have we stopped that onslaught that was happening last game?
You know of a couple of things that one, you're hearing less of the combat around.
Right.
It seems like a lot of the kind of whatever the invasive creatures were that came up maybe are less of a problem now. But Beryl is still able to feel, and I mean, Charlotte would be able to if she were in her form and not, completely distraught now. But Beryl could still feel people like burrowing toward the area underneath the kind of capital here. But he looks at you and he says, "Oh, we've got most of the whatever this is," and he like points up to the sky where you see like this crystalline sphere is still like forming, and you see like as it's like forming toward the top of the sky. He says, "Whatever this is seems to have taken out a lot of them, but we got it under control. I need to talk to your father now. The glamour has dropped, and we have a lot of questions."
Beryl would interject,
Who was gonna
I
say
guess, because he'd be like, well, it may have stopped most of them, but you still have some creatures burrowing towards your well.
At that, the man, like, he tries to step past you, Raz. You're gonna have to tell me if you stop him. But he's a big, burly, tall. He's got old man strength.
Yeah.
So he
does
like
he
goes.
seem-
He doesn't seem to
Our
notice.
stream dropped, y'all.
Oh,
Things are not
we're
going
having a fun day,
super
guys.
awesome.
Yeah. No technical difficulties. What are you talking
it'll
about?
come back. It'll be back up in a moment.
It keeps coming back. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all been recorded too, so. But yeah, I mean, he knows this guy. He grew up with him.
Yeah.
So I would think it would be more of a kind of a look of I'm in charge now, but also he's with me kind of non-verbal. And then
This guy's not processing anything. Imagine like behind you there are body parts and screams and a giant ice shield forming. This man's not processing a lot of nonverbal cues, and he definitely does not seem to think that you were in charge in any way. He is trying to get to your father.
yeah. Is there because I did tell him he was gone, that we need to deal with something. Is there any way
He doesn't know what you mean by gone. He's like trying to walk into the room to talk to Beryl.
I don't know if I'm just debating. So I think what he's gonna do is he's going to firmly grab his shoulder, and
Okay.
he's going to say, "I need you to stay right here." And then
Roll an athletics check. This is going to be contested because you're going to have to stop this guy. He doesn't like being told to do things. Again, he's not being aggressive.
I'm starting
this is just
to see
not
that
who he
there's a
is.
trait that seems to be going on around.
There,
around
it's
these
weird.
parts.
It's almost like these guys
nat
are
20 plus
stubborn.
7.
Oh my god! I don't think he's gonna. I'm gonna laugh. This guy rolls nat 20. No, he rolled that. No, he doesn't.
Okay.
He goes to walk past you, and you put your hand on his shoulder, and he looks up at you, maybe for the first time since you've been here. He acknowledged you before, but like seemingly didn't. He thought of you clearly as lesser.
Right.
But when you manage to stop him, he looks at you with like a cocked face, and then he smiles in a way that's kind of off-putting, and he says, "How'd you get your wings back?"
Like I said, my father is gone. He was put down in combat.
He like
And-
leans back a little bit and says,
Mhm.
"Vying for the old ways, are you?"
It was not my wish. But we have to accept what happened and move on now.
Check him out. He went down to a little
I
girl
need-
like a
I
bitch.
do
Emmy, I'm
need
trying
you-
to
Does that
save
mean
you.
Emmy
Yeah, I know.
won the
I
right
know, I know.
lead?
So-
I
know.
do need you to roll a deception check with advantage because you're being careful, but you're technically lying.
Technically, shouldn't
He
Emmy
went
be
down
the
to a
leader of
little
this
girl
place
like
now?
a bitch, is what he did.
Yeah.
He got
Yeah, I
spooked.
need a deception check.
He's don't. He's don't. He does the numbers.
17, so
19.
19, and you want me to do a second one just in case?
With advantage,
know if
please. Yeah,
anyone
just in
has
case.
that.
Let's see
I
if you
got
crit.
that.
I do.
Yeah, so 19's the best one.
Okay. He looks at you and like a moment of hesitation crosses his face before you see respect kind of like wash across his face, and he goes, "All right." And he pulls out this huge bastard sword, puts it down in front of him, and he like slams it down on the ground, and you hear it like it doesn't go through the floor or anything, but you hear it like ring through the hallway, and he turns back and he says, "Warriors, you have a new general." And he
Dude,
looks
I want
back
to see
up at
this
you.
guy so
Not
bad.
Rhodey,
That
not
visual
Rhodey's
him is
little
so
giggle
awesome.
there.
No, it's just because that moment's so cool. I've got
That
such a
is
cool
very
visual
cool.
in my head. I'm so excited.
So yeah, I mean, they're all looking at you to tell them what to do now. He is clearly accepted. This man believed in the old ways. You know this about him. He
Yeah.
very much respects what you just. He thinks you just killed your dad, and he seems to respect that.
Yeah.
Might
he's like,
I
"All right,
suggest
yeah,
coming
get
to
it."
kill your demon mommy now?
Does
He,
Raz know about that though? I don't think I-
No, you have none
No.
of you do, which
No,
is
not
an
yet.
unfortunate thing for all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks at you and he says, he actually leans in really tight on you so that only you can hear it, and he says, "Best to kill the bastard too. Keep that in mind." And he pats you on the shoulder.
Don't
Hey.
make me fight Raz.
If this had been
Fight
last
him.
session, Raz would be totally in for it. Oh, it's so funny. I'm not kidding. Because of the transfer from consciousness, Raz
God.
would have like because he was
Killed
he
a
was just like
child?
this guy. I'm telling you, he was a purist until this. So I love it. I love this shift.
Okay.
I
Well,
love the
yeah, he
timing.
pats you on the shoulder, and he's basically like suggesting that to prevent you from having any questions
Being
for your
usurped.
throne and what is effectively like become this new order. He's suggesting that you kill your half brother.
Right.
BD will destroy you, bud.
Infant.
Damn, dude.
But then he is looking at you as like he wants orders. Infant, your newborn half brother. Yeah.
That's just
Fresh.
Tunnels, creatures, well.
Yeah, like I
Epic, the
said,
musical just played in my head. I'm sorry.
if this had been last session, I like it because this guy's this is the
Some
same.
things are inside thoughts writing.
No. That's what I'm saying. This guy is
Growth.
this guy is basically who Raz is. You know what I mean? Like he's,
Was.
Was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Fracture sign.
if it had been last session, if this moment hadn't happened, I love this. All right, sorry.
We didn't make
yeah,
any
no,
headway
so-
on Raz. Not even
I
an
love
inkling.
that I'm not a baby.
I'm so
girl
happy for
anymore.
you, Rhodey.
No.
No,
No.
he changed.
It's
completely.
okay.
That's my whole
I'm
point.
happy for you,
Raz-
Rhodey. I mean that. Legit.
Raz's morals include killing babies so that he doesn't get challenged for the throne. No, I'm kidding.
No,
And he
just
says was, and he has since seen the light because he found out that his daddy actually loved him.
Because he got his daddy's brain
And
magically
his Well,
doesn't he
downloaded
have
into
his dad's
not because he hung
feeling-
out with cool people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made no impact.
That's what I'm saying. I thought we made like an inkling of
was raging.
change in him.
Let's
Raz
stop
was
picking
raging
on
pretty
Rhodey.
bad
It's-
last
Yeah, baby, was
All right, so he is
Part of me
looking at you
unlocked.
for orders.
Yeah. So
clearly
Raz
with
is
this
going
expectation.
to command that they grab. I need you to gather all available soldiers that are not busy right now, and we need to deal with the underground. Right? Isn't that it? The underground monsters or whatever
There's a
The
well
well.
beneath this area.
that he's aware of. Right? I don't want to.
Yeah, all of you are aware of this. Yeah.
Okay, okay,
There's
yeah.
again the problem is there's two wells.
Right, right,
Imagine this island on the top that has this like water, and you're in the middle of that.
Yes.
That it's and there's an this.
He doesn't know about his
continent-
mom yet, though. Yeah.
No, this country is floating in the sky, and
Right, right, right.
beneath that is a massive tree with a cave where your mom is that you have no idea about, and she's
Right.
opened a separate portal. So this is a well on top of a well sandwich kind of situation.
Well,
But as far as you guys know, that well in the middle has not opened. It's just a concern about whether or not it will.
Yeah, there's just shit barreling towards it.
What he's gonna do is he's gonna ask to get all available hands gathered and brought to this point, kind of to buy time so they can figure out what they want. So send them off on a task to bring them back, so that way we can figure out how we want to use them when they return. If we want them to play as defense, or if we want to send them in as first wave of attack, and see if maybe they can dwindle something down before we get to it.
Okay. He picks up this big sword that he definitely should be using 2 hands for, but he's just using 1, and he holds it out above all of the warriors, and he says, "We're back. Everyone, gather the rest of the team. Get the entire legion, only the ones we can trust. Only the ones we can trust. Bring them here for our new general, and we will protect our city." And they begin to fly out over to different parts of the city. You see them in these small. These battalions are smaller. They're you don't have a ton of people that are in your community. So there's maybe 40 of them total scattered around. They break up into small groups of about 5 to 6, and they spread out going to different parts, and you see them begin to gather people. There are still, to be clear, you still see fighting going on. It just looks like whatever they're currently fighting may be stronger than some of the kind of weaker, foes that you guys. It seems like a lot of the weaker kind of chaff has been kind of cleared out.
Okay.
There's very small amounts of fighting. You see maybe 2 or 3 battles in the distance compared to the maybe hundreds you saw
War
before.
that was going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always thought that's a wild word to describe people. Chaff.
Well, those are monsters. I'm not talking about the people. I'm
Chitinous
saying
monsters.
it didn't kill all the first. It killed all the bugs, which is why
This
these
time
are
yet.
chaff. Yeah. I mean, you don't know if they're humanoid right now.
True.
I mean,
I call people chavs all the time. Like, what are you talking about?
True, but you're British. It makes sense because you're British.
Beryl is probably worried that the things
I wanna give everybody
tunneling
else-
below the thing are more urgent than, let's regroup and figure it out. Like, those things are burrowing towards a well. I'm worried that they're going to bust it open and fuck shit up.
They are, from your estimations, your ability to kind of measure this, trimmer underneath you. They are drawing relatively close. They're over halfway.
No.
So they are going to be there.
Knowing how,
soonish.
because of where we're standing, Emmy would actually hear Beryl shout out that they're still burrowing, right?
Right, Beryl did. I have shouted that at this point.
Yeah. Knowing that if I'm not touching her, Mayhem's not going to be strong enough to keep doing this. I basically just look at Beryl and try to manage out in my exhaustion, just I don't know how much longer we'll be able to keep this up, but you need to go. Stop them. We're doing our best, I think. I'm not sure what's going, but you need to get down there.
Aye, Raz, with or without your jack-booted thugs, we need to get down into the tunnels
Beryl
and stop
Emmy,
those fucking things.
Roll Arcana checks, please. Beryl and Emmy, can I have you both please roll an Arcana check?
Sure. Now I've got the horse and the infant stuck in my head. It's just an infant. It's just a boy.
Man, my
That's a
alchemy,
9.
alchemy does not roll well.
This actually makes sense.
It does
hate
not
you for
like
some reason.
us.
We do get weird good rolls though sometimes, like you did. I mean, a few.
Oh,
net 20s
yeah.
for you there, Emmy.
Yeah, you did credit.
You,
Got a
Emmy,
15.
are not able to sense anything. Beryl, you, in looking at the connection that Emanaya has with her sister, you're realizing that it doesn't seem like whatever conduit nature she was using before is necessarily assisting her in any way anymore. Emanaya can clearly not tell because she is still holding her sister's hand, voraciously ensuring that she is maintaining contact. But you can tell that whatever power she's been imbued with is, for the time being, remaining. It seems like the physical connection is not necessarily happening. for like any. It's not doing anything. Basically, is what I'm saying.
Beryl will communicate that to Emmy, but he's also in a hurry to rally people to go stop monsters from opening a well.
Okay. Well, I let go then, and I go to stand up, and I assume my legs are just like, not today. Just.
Emmy, as you stand up, although you physically feel exhausted, all of your spell slots are refreshed. You are fully.
Oh shit.
You have all of your spells back for the
Juiced up.
day, as if you've taken a short rest as a warlock. You have your power back. Redvald, Kaida, and Iris. What are the three of you doing?
Redvold
Well, actually,
is
Iris, I
getting-
know what you're doing. Sorry,
Also,
Redvald. go ahead.
after them.
Yeah, sorry.
Redvold is just readying. Like, I'm waiting to figure out which direction we go with this.
Got it. Kaida, you doing anything
if-
specific?
If
Okay.
Emmy looks weak, I'll offer her a hand. But yeah, that's it.
And like I hear him calling for defensive positions, and I can't do the emotions. I can't do the Emmy and the floor and the. You know that scene from, was it 30 Rock, where she pets the person with the broom?
The broom.
Yes, that's Kaida when people are sad.
Sigh.
Yeah. But,
Jack's
Gotcha,
business
yeah.
card that just says
but
they're
she
there.
can fight, so she's already on like, are we going? And also like, hey, Mr. Fancy Feathers, what's up with them wings? I'm just gonna bring that elephant right out in the room.
I was like, who are you talking? Oh, the wings. Got it.
I imagine that Raz is like, wait, what?
Yeah, it would
Me?
be. Me?
Now
Raz,
you
they're
can
a part of
literally
you
fly
now.
away
Do you
from your
wanna-
problems.
Do you want to describe how they look now? Because they are yours now. You can tell me. how they look.
Well, I envision them as being basically a dark interpretation of the original wings, with probably a bit of the aesthetic of his father's. It's probably like a hybrid. So his wings are very, very majestic, very eagle-like, with. I'm trying to think how to scale it. It's basically like he's 6 feet plus. His wings would be at least 7 feet each direction. Big black feathers, almost muscular looking, but with like a sharp edge to the tips of the feathers, that are adopted from his father. I think his feathers were a little lighter and his dad's were a little sharper, but it's just this almost oversized black cape when he has them folded down. It's so I'm trying to think. Goliath from Gargoyles, it would kind of be like that. He would kind of have to almost drape them over him so that way they wouldn't drag on the floor.
Okay.
Cool.
And, Iris, you're the last one of the three. Are you still just comforting Charlotte?
Yeah, she's got her arm around her, and I think she is trying to figure out, honestly, just a safe spot for Charlotte right now because everything's going to shit. She's also really thinking, where the fuck is Beatty and Henry? Because she doesn't know that they bamfed down. That she just knows that they're somewhere in the city that is now, like,
Full
covered
of
in ice,
corpses.
full of corpses, going to shit. So she's internally freaking out, but she can't let Charlotte see that. So I think she will. We're going to keep going, and she tries to kind of get her to stand up with her.
At the name of Henry, you see panic set into her face. Like the shock leaves her face almost immediately, and she like sits up and she's like, Henry, oh no, oh Henry, oh my God.
We're going
And
to
she
find
starts
them?
like, she starts like panicking, and she begins to try to cast a spell to like contact Beatty. But you see, as she begins to form it, like the ability of her to cast, as she begins to form it, like the ability of her to cast. She's burned all of her spell slots out.
Shit.
And so she is unable to cast a spell. But as this is happening, Emmy, you hear a something in your mind. You hear Tarvin's voice as you hear him say, "Nemaniah, I'm probably going to bleed to death. There is a large monster woman. Raz's mom opened a portal. I'm so sorry."
Tarvin, I'm so sorry, but I hope that coffee was worth it.
The best
I can't
pumpkin
respond
spice he
either, can
ever
I?
made. You can respond. It's sending, so you're familiar enough with the sending spell at this point to be able to realize you can respond.
Ignoring the apology, where are you? Are you on the ship?
I don't think he...
Okay, and I assume I get nothing back.
Yeah, hang on a second. He does have. How many times can he do this?
Aaron, you're muted.
Well, one more time.
You've still got a bunch more words you can send back in the sending.
Yeah.
Like you're at 8 right now.
Keep going, keep going.
It's up
I
to
don't
you.
know. I don't know.
I feel like the line's busy until you hit 20. Like you can't redo it until you hit 20.
Well, this is the problem. Like, I have questions, but I feel like the pertinent information is, where are you? Are you on the ship? The Raz's mum thing we're gonna gloss the fuck over because no time. Just
The
they're
second
in
well?
danger. Oh, okay, fine. Where are you? Are you on the ship? And thirdly, is Henry okay?
Of Raz's mom being there is going to everybody but Raz.
I slowed her down.
You die yet, you fuckwit? We get to you. You die yet, you fuckwit? We get to you.
He died not how he lived.
Does he have
bravely.
a single good berry? I don't know if I just would have given him.
Oh
I don't
my
think
No, I don't
God.
think